The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlow with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. A special treat for our viewers tonight. One-time league MVP Shaquille O'Neal is in the house and with us courtside. Shaq, great to see you.
Kevin, you know I love your voice. That didn't even sound right when you said that. One-time league MVP.
That does not sound right, does it?
Should be 3.
How can that be?
I think because they stole it from me twice and gave it to the great Steve Nash. But anyway, it's good to be here, guys. I just love you guys. I just wanted to say that on national TV.
How about
one-time league MVP.
The worst co-MVP.
I mean, the most dominant player ever with only one MVP.
That makes no sense. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes 2 people happy instead of just 1. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokic said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him one of a kind in this league, Kevin.
Sure is. Thanks, DA.
And the 47th pick back in 2006. What an incredible career for Paul Millsap, big fella.
I hope I'm not showing my age here, but he's a gourmet lunch pail guy. For all you kids, lunch pail is the lunchbox, the thing that you guys know nothing about. The metal thing that you put the sandwich in, you put the apple in, you put the juice in it, and then you carry it to school so your parents don't have to give you money. But anyway, whatever you need, you can serve it up.
He can. He's a terrific pro. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the small forward.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Porter. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Shaq, no surprise, the importance of leadership to a winning basketball team. Some lead vocally, some lead by example. Who do you regard as the best leaders in the NBA?
Let's see, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Something like that, yes.
Yes,
a lot of vowels.
LeBron James, Chris Paul, and, Damian Lillard up in Portland. Jimmy Butler in Miami. That's probably a leader on every team.
Green, no luck. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
One of the things you're most known for, Shaq, your destruction of backboards. Were you ever trying to bring down the backboard, or did it just happen?
Well, I had a lot of force, I just wanted to bring it down. I think the game that comes to mind was playing against the New Jersey Nets. And Dwayne Shinsis was trying to guard me one-on-one, and I just took it personal. I was actually trying to rip it down. And it happened naturally.
First time that it happened to you? What was the first time? How old were you in the first backboard you brought down?
First time was in high school, probably 17 years old.
No kidding.
Actually, in front of my house, I have a broken rim tree.
Do you?
I know you don't believe me. I'm going to show you. You believe me?
Of course. Who am I not to believe you?
I'm going to show you.
All right. He's going to look it up on his phone. Isn't it nice? He can just bring a little history up to us.
That's a gorilla I just bought.
You see that?
Right there, look, broken rim tree. See it?
Oh my goodness, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
So I broke 7 rims. So I got 7 rims on the tree.
How funny is that?
Hey, don't be swiping too far now.
I don't want to swipe. It might get swiped.
Yeah.
I don't want. Is this at the house here?
Yeah, that's the gorilla I bought.
Where you get it at?
Discount furniture. He was just sitting there looking pretty. So I went in there with the guy. I was like, "Hey, how much is gorilla?" He was trying to be big time. We don't. I probably wouldn't sell it. If I was to sell, I'd sell it for $4,000. I was like, okay. No problem. There you go.
He goes, it's all yours.
And they have a dinosaur. I'm thinking about going to pick him up. Anyway, too much force for the backboard.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Millsap has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, Millsap is such an all-around great talent. Range is just another tool in his toolbox.
And here's Simmons for three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out, just to be part of the team and do whatever you need to do to be the best player in your roles.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in a 2-guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Gordon. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And here are the 76ers now. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Here's Howard. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Down low. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
I like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin, my pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the General Insurance. You just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
Shots.
Free throw good, Gordon.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Millsap comes in for Green, and it's Jamal Murray in for Rivers. And both free throws good for Gordon. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And Simmons drops them both. Denver leading by 11. Murray with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And then Gordon with the dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Millsap's got 5 points so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Simmons. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Now here's Barton. He's covered closely. Over Maxey. Barton, no luck.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Curry passes to Embiid and stolen by Murray. Here's Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 6 points for him.
Well, Barton actually showing signs of strength, willing to take those shots. You know, the defense is all over him.
Jokic with the steal. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this, a major upset brewing? Welcome to the Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And now, kicked back to the studio set after his brief tryout alongside Kevin and crew, the big fella, Shaquille O'Neal. Were you aware it was a tryout?
Well, that was great for them.
When's the last time you ever had to try out?
I've never had to try out, but it was great. I just want to let you guys know I'm listening in already.
Wow, well, it was nice of them to have you and make it have you back.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave right now then, Kenny.
Okay.
You feel that way.
That's why you feel that way about us.
I'm just saying, I missed him. I missed you guys too, but I missed him.
Don't let the door hit you, big fella. And that wraps up the Halftime Show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Now Simmons following Will Barton's 3-point attempt. Count it. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Not much you can do defensively. When Tobias is covered, he's still finding ways to score.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Paul Millsap. Gordon's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Simmons. Now here's Gordon, just 5 to shoot. That one good for 2. Gordon's got 6.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Hill. He kicks it to Howard. Shoots over McGee. No good from Howard.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Morris outside. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's the teardrop. Here's Howard. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gordon. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Porter kicks to Morris. Second chance shot, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Denver on top, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The 76ers trail by 21. You've got Monte Morris. Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Rivers, and it's McGee in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Count that bucket. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Thibault with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Here's Howard. The 10-footer finds the target. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
This was a... Whoa! I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious.
And so he'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Morris. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Hill penetrating. Banked in off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Gordon, and it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's McGee, and he makes that one.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Ball's knocked loose, and it's the 76ers with the ball. Thibault can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Nikola, you asserted impact from the opening tip tonight. What was the key out there?
I mean, it's not just me, it's of course my teammates. I think we opened the game really good in the first quarter, and we just continued to play aggressive, and that's how we won the game.
Well, man, I appreciate your time, and congrats on this win. Enjoy it. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.